Today I am in London for Summer in the City and I'm about to go and meet my friend Kat, but I'm not actually sure where she is right now. I think she's waiting outside the train station somewhere. I'm just at King's Cross, but I'm not entirely sure where she is. I know when I see her I'm going to have to give her the biggest hug ever because she's feeling really unwell today, so I'm going to have to give her a big cuddle and say thank you for actually coming with me, because otherwise I was going to have to go on my own. There she is. I can see her! So we are on the train. I'm not entirely sure which way we're actually going. We haven't got too far to go, but I've seen some tweets saying that people are queuing and it's getting a bit mad. So I'm a bit nervous about it, considering I don't actually know what to expect. But I'm going to take you along with me today, and hopefully you'll all experience what we're experiencing. It's going to be really busy. I know that now, and I'm kind of preparing myself for that, but I'm hoping that we get to see some really amazing things and actually learn a lot today, because I think that's what it's all about. So I will take you along with me. So we have just walked into this ginormous room. I don't really know what's going on. Apparently we're meant to go and pick up some wristbands, but I have been a really silly person and have forgotten to print my ticket, so I'm hoping they will let me do it off of my phone. Apparently there are some meet and greet type things going on here. I think people are getting signatures. I'm not really sure who these people are, which is kind of having a walk around and seeing what's happening. Apparently that's Dan and Phil over there, but I actually can't see them. Over there somewhere is Tomska, I think. Can't really see him very well. And then apparently there's a ton of other YouTubers around, but I'm really confused by all the queues. I think they look like really long and I don't actually know whether I'm going to get into any of them, but I'm pretty glad that I've seen some of the YouTubers around. Apparently these are the ballot queuing things. I'm not really sure what's going on. I'm not 100% sure who is there at the moment, but to avoid disappointment this year, they put out a ballot so that you could apply to have a meet and greet with different YouTubers. We were a bit too lazy and didn't get them. So I think we are going to go for a walk around. What do you think? Go for a walk? Walk around. We're gonna go for a walk around and see what else is happening. This place is absolutely huge. I think this is the main stage. I'm not entirely sure, but it just seems like there's a lot of people sort of sitting around waiting for something to happen, and I think we're a bit too lazy to try and find out what is meant to be happening. We definitely need to talk to somebody that actually knows what's going on and see what's happening. So I got some pizza. We both got a margherita pizza because we were feeling pretty drained, and I just felt like, oh my god, I need to eat something because otherwise I'm just going to topple over. We just went to go see a talk about mental health, so here is the leaflet with all the information about what's going on today. I'm kind of both left feeling a bit demoralised. Do you think that's the right word? A little bit demoralised. It's so fantastic that they have things like this where people can come along and talk about, you know, their problems and their issues with mental health and everything, but I also just left kind of feeling a little bit, how would you say you left feeling apart from demoralised?
Feeling a bit flat.
Yeah, a little bit flat. I think we kind of hoped that a lot more of these talks today would be a little bit more empowering, maybe. A little bit more empowering, a little bit more motivational, and I think it's fantastic that you can talk about these things at stuff like this, but I also think that maybe a little bit more empowerment and group community spirit would be a good way of ending a lot of the conversations, because I think it's a bit scary that actually there was so much sadness, and then because they had to end what was going on, it kind of just finished on a bad note. And actually I feel like some of the YouTubers are so inspirational, actually they could really try and be a little bit more uplifting. So the next thing on the list that is actually happening now is Let's Talk About Sex. The queue was absolutely ginormous and we were starving, so we wanted to come and get some food. But the main thing that we both want to see is women on YouTube because I think that sounds really good, both being female YouTubers. And that one is at 3 o'clock, so we're going to go over there at 3 o'clock. The place is really, really awesome. It's absolutely ginormous. I'll show you quickly. So there are people everywhere. The Excel Centre, is that what it's called, is ginormous. It is really big and there's loads of stuff going on. Considering this is our first experience of coming here, it's been a good one. I think it's just kind of like, I think we're maybe both feeling a little bit overwhelmed by everything. I think maybe it's a very different experience to what we're used to, and actually both of us vlog about kind of beauty and fashion and craft and like homeware and stuff, and maybe actually we don't talk enough about like daily life.
We don't really talk enough about like stuff that actually goes on at home or how you're feeling and things like that, and they're sort of talking more about that today. But then randomly they're talking about things like gaming as well, so it's a mixed bag.
Earlier, all about mental health. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of left feeling a little bit glum, but I left from this one feeling really empowered, like really like I want to talk about whatever I want to talk about on YouTube, and I kind of also feel like there was just a lot more positivity going around, like a lot more female support and a great community among all the panelists. I don't know, do you agree?
Definitely, that one was really inspiring, and I learned a lot of things I didn't know about, like things like the blacklisting and things like that.
Yeah, like the opportunities that YouTube have put in place to prevent like bad comments, and so like not to prevent them, but so that you can avoid seeing them. So you can blacklist some people, and like if you say hurtful things, you can like avoid seeing those things. And I think that's really, really good. So it's great to see that YouTube are helping YouTubers to actually protect themselves and make themselves feel a little bit more comfortable. So that one was good. I'm really happy about that one. I'm really glad that we saw that, and now we are going to go see #YouTuber Honesty Hour, I think. I'm not really sure what to expect, but I think it's going to be good. So it is the end of the day now. Say hello. Hello. And we are walking to the train station now. We kind of decided to leave a little bit earlier because the things that we're on, we weren't so interested in, also because we've got to travel, like I've got to travel 2 hours back.
And I'm hungover.
And she's hungover.
So hungover.
We've decided that we are going to head home. I just asked Kat how we would rate the day out of 10, and we both kind of agreed that 6 was good, because although it was a really good day, it was also not so good that I would rate it any higher than a 6. I kind of feel like I had really good time, and I definitely think that the female empowerment one was so good, and I really liked that. But I think some of the other ones were a little bit hit and miss, and I'm not so sure that I actually enjoyed them maybe as much as I had hoped I would. But we're going to head home now on all of the trains that are rushing by that we're probably going to miss. And then I'm actually really looking forward to getting an early night. I've had such a busy weekend, and today was quite tiring, wasn't it? It was actually quite tiring, like rushing around. So I'm excited to get home. So I've just got home. Safe to say that I'm really exhausted after today. Both Kat and I both said that today was really shockingly tiring. I wasn't expecting it to take so much out of me, but I'm definitely glad to be home. I think it was a really interesting day. I think some of the panels were a bit unusual, and I don't know whether I was expecting it. I think probably I would enjoy the Creators Day a little bit more, where they kind of give tips and tricks and advice and everything for being YouTubers and being on YouTube. So next year I think we are going to look out for that. Really great day out though, especially to spend time with Kat, and I would definitely recommend it for you all, but I think that some of the topics maybe today just weren't really for me. But I'm going to end this video now. Thank you so much for watching, and please give this video a big thumbs up. Bye!